Today I'm reviewing the Panorama XL RTX 5090 pre-built gaming desktop with the Intel Core i9-14900KF, 96GB DDR5 RAM, and a 4TB Gen4 SSD. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've been using this as my main desktop for several solid weeks: gaming, content creation, productivity work, and extended 3D sessions, so what I'm sharing is based on real behavior, not just a spec list. Let's set expectations clearly. This is not a mid-range or cheap box you buy on a whim. It's positioned as a high-end desktop that aims to give you headroom for both demanding games and heavier everyday tasks. If your priority is the lowest cost per frame or you're fine with modest performance, you'd get more value from less expensive systems. With the RTX 5090 paired to the 24-core i9-14900KF, gaming performance feels strong. At 1440p and 4K, frame rates stay consistently high in a range of modern titles without the sudden dips that can make gameplay feel rough. In competitive shooters, I saw smooth pacing rather than spiky behavior, the kind of steadiness that matters during play more than just peak numbers. For AAA games at 4K with high settings, this system holds up without needing aggressive downscaling. Enabling quality-enhancing tech such as DLSS gave me a good balance of detail and speed without feeling like I was compromising too much. It's practical performance for folks who want visuals and smoothness together. Thermals are a key factor in any system like this, so I paid close attention. The 360mm liquid cooler does a good job keeping the i9 in check under sustained loads. Long gaming sessions or heavy-threaded tasks like video encoding ran without notable thermal throttling. The CPU maintains boost clocks consistently rather than dropping aggressively under extended strain. Fan noise under load is audible but not chaotic. During everyday tasks or lighter work, the system sits quietly in the background. Under heavier gaming and stress workloads, there's a steady hum, noticeable if you're sitting close, but not distracting in a typical room setup. Memory at 96GB of DDR5 gives plenty of headroom for multitasking. I could run games, creative apps, browsers with many tabs, and background utilities together without anxious memory warnings or forced swapping. For power users who don't want to babysit resource limits, this feels comfortable rather than just enough. Storage with the 4TB Gen4 SSD feels practical and fast. Booting into the system is nearly instant, and loading large game files or project assets doesn't feel sluggish. With this much capacity, I didn't spend time juggling space, which is a real quality of life difference compared to smaller drives. Connectivity and build quality are sensible. Plenty of USB and display outputs gave me flexibility for dual monitors and peripherals without adapters. Setup out of the box was straightforward, and the 3-year warranty adds a layer of security that matters with high-tier systems. Now, honest limitations. This isn't the cheapest route to performance. If you're building yourself or trying to maximize value per component dollar, there are cases where a DIY build edges ahead. Pre-builts like this trade some component-level choice for convenience and warranty coverage. Also, RGB and aesthetic choices are subjective. Some will enjoy the look, others might prefer a subtler appearance. Comparing this to high-end laptops, the desktop wins in sustained performance and cooling. It doesn't sweat the same way a compact laptop often does under extended gaming loads. So who does this make sense for? It fits someone who wants class-leading performance at 1440p and capable 4K, prefers a ready-to-go desktop without DIY assembly, values large memory and storage for mixed workloads, likes stability and quieter idle behavior, wants the peace of a longer warranty. Here's the rational evaluation. The Panorama XL with RTX 5090, 24-core i9, abundant RAM, and a big SSD combines consistent daily performance with sensible thermals and quick storage. It doesn't try to be the cheapest high-end option, but for someone who values convenience and robust performance together, it sits well in its category. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.